Hey, have you seen the trailer for Ghost in the Shell? I love Scarlett Johansson, but I think I'm gonna have to boycott this movie because she's playing a character who was originally meant to be Japanese. And this movie will probably feature her appropriating various aspects of Japanese culture, when these racist filmmakers easily could have hired someone who's actually Japanese, like Rinku Kikuchi, for example. And now, Matt Damon is going to be the main character in that movie set in ancient China. I mean, Asian people are really underrepresented in the media, and this kind of casting doesn't help.
I've heard about the controversy, but it seems kind of contrived. I mean, Mamoto Oshii, the director of the original anime Ghost in the Shell movie, said that Johansson went above and beyond his expectations for the role, and Sam Yoshiba, speaking on behalf of the publisher that holds the right to the series, seemed very pleased with the casting as well. It feels like people are trying to stick up for a Japanese franchise whose owners and creators don't want or need defending. The same goes for The Great Wall with Matt Damon. We don't specifically know Zhang Yimou's reasons for casting Damon, but he did say that the role wasn't originally intended for a Chinese actor anyway. As far as Asians being underrepresented in the media, I'm guessing you just mean media from the United States, because I've seen plenty of movies from Hong Kong, mainland China, Taiwan, Japan, Korea, and Thailand that were cast with primarily, if not exclusively, Asian actors. And that's not a bad thing. It depends on the story they want to tell, the budget or audience of the movie, and a number of other factors. You wouldn't consider a movie with an all-Asian cast racist, would you?
Of course not. People of color can't be racist. Racism is prejudice plus power, and since white people hold the institutional power, only they can be racist.
Whoa, I think that's a pretty recent and forced definition, and it's not the one most people use as far as I know, or the definition given in most dictionaries. The most common definition of racism seems to be something along the lines of thinking someone is worth less or worth more because of their race.
Well, we just have different definitions then. But you're not really denying that there's still a lot of whitewashing taking place in movies these days, are you? The Coen brothers and Tim Burton rarely cast people of color, and they seem to have no problem continuing the trend. It's like, don't they know that they're contributing to systemic racism through their casting choices?
Like I said, it often depends on the story they're trying to tell. A movie set in 1950s Hollywood, for instance, would make sense with a primarily white cast. But I'm not denying the idea altogether. It does seem like a large portion of American movies star a white guy and a white girl falling in love, or a white guy action hero. Or there are many sitcoms with a primarily white cast. But if you want to support movies with diverse casts, then I guess a good way would be to watch and get behind the many different movies that are already being made that fit the bill. There are a lot of great movies with all kinds of actors coming out, just they aren't often the ones breaking box office records.